Thank you for watching Keeping It Together, Marriage 101.
Today we have with us Charlotte and Charlie Adams.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on today.
Oh, thanks for having us.
So how long you guys been married?
A year and 6 months.
A year and 6 months. Newlyweds.
Right.
What has been the 2.5 years?
I always say that. I don't know why, but it's not 2.5.
2.5.
Because you probably was dating before. So
6 months.
6 months. So yeah, you put it all together,
6
make
months.
2.5 years.
Yeah, she called it 2 years.
Yeah, she called it 2 years.
Yeah.
So what has been the exciting part about being married to Charlotte?
The saddest part about being married to Charlotte is the brain part. She's very brainy.
Yeah, tell her.
She's very witty, and I learned a lot with this woman. I mean, I really have learned a lot on how to do business-wise, how to manage, and how to project what needs to be projected in the business.
Oh wow. So you're business minded. That's a good thing. That's why you're together. Because what you needed, she had.
Right.
I say that all the time.
That's what she tried to do. She tried to tell everybody we be in competition, but it's more of a push, you know what I'm saying? We try to get to each other, you know, go to the highest level. That's what we do, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have competition in their running races, but we love to push each other to that limit because she sees things in me that I don't see. You know, sometimes she brings it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that same thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Good helpmate, a good helpmate.
Yeah,
That's what
great
I'm
help.
Great helpmate.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could tell others, husbands, one thing they could do to have a happy wife, what would you do, Charlie?
To have a happy wife is to be more attentive to her, know her ins and outs, study her mind. That's what
Oh, wow.
you do. Because if you don't study the mind, you're going to miss out on a lot.
Miss out on a lot, yeah.
Miss out on a lot. Continue to do what's needed, what makes her happy. This woman is just, like I say again, it's business minded, so that will really drive her. So I have to get business minded.
Yeah.
Have to lock myself down just for that. When I'm more of the laid back, relaxed person, then I got to be thinking.
You got to be quick on your feet when you're around her.
Be quick, very quick.
Yeah, so I mean, like with Martina, I said, like I told you, you know, I was out in the world before I met her, you know, but that drive, that drive. I mean, she was more in the church, pretty much grounded, basically, you know what I'm saying, more than I was. But you know, and when I got, like you said, we got together, and I started seeing her mindset of what she wanted, her family values, you know what I'm saying, her values changed, and that what changed me. You know, and it was a good thing. You know? Yeah. Because like I said, she knew the Lord. I didn't. I knew of him. Yeah. You know, but she was, you know, grow up in the church and everything. So kind of brought me closer to God. That's what kind of changed my life. Because, you know, like I told him before, at an early age, he was speaking, but I wasn't listening, you know. But then when I met her and understood, you know what I'm saying, the things that, you know, we think is conscious, you know, but it was God really speaking. So, you know, I learned to hearken to his voice.
I can relate to that because the reason why I say that because a lot of times I hear the Lord, but I've been raised up in church all my life from my baby up. But like I say, you know, it's kind of hard when you've been brought up in church all your life. You don't know, you have never experienced anything. And that's one thing. Yeah. My mom and them always would tell us, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't be at this person. But it took me to get grown in order for me to really experience what the world was all about. And once I had a taste of the world, no, this is not my cup of tea. No, you know, I have to work even harder, you know, to stay afloat on certain things because, you know, it's just more easy just to do right.
Do right, exactly.
Easy.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what most men need to see. You know, they think they out there, think the grass is green on the other side.
Oh no,
but it's not.
No sir. No
way. I always heard
way.
if you fertilize and keep yours up, yours can look as green as his.
That's right. That's right. So true.
Oh yeah.
And we can see that because you are beautiful.
Yes.
And I can see you. You know, you're taking care of her well. Yeah. I know it's vice versa, but when you have a woman and she's happy, it's because something that the man is doing. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start seeing women and looking like all miserable and unhappy, and then something's wrong in the home. But as soon as you came here, she like smiling and happy and bubbly. I'm like, okay. So I felt like we was home. You know what I'm saying? Because we came here, but it was something in you that we know. It's coming from your husband also. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. We like to keep that newlywed glow on. That's what we call it. The newlywed glow. You know, when I first met her, it was like I didn't care how far she was. I get down there again to see her, you know.
And I stayed in the woods.
Stay way in the woods. And I'm going home late at night, coming from the dark woods. But it was just that, you know, like you said, that newlywed love.
Yeah.
I had to try with myself.
And we always did it. And that's what the thing is. The good thing is we try to keep that flame going as long as you're standing married. See, we've been together 24 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so that's why I say we like to, you know, keep it spicy so we can do that, keep that like you first met. You know,
Right.
keep that active.
Right.
That newlywed, you know.
It's important.
Yeah, it's very important. Guess that's where that glow come from. don't let
She
that
was
glow
glowing.
fade. Yeah, don't let it fade.
Yeah. And it's okay when you have issues and problems because we want people to know we do go through it.
Yeah,
But it's the point of coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I could get in the bed and forget, dang, were we fussing about something?
That's
I
what-
forget all about it. I'll be so happy when he comes home from work. When it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, baby, I don't do a lot of cooking. But when he comes home, I be trying my best to put something on.
Oh my God.
That's what we try to tell people. Okay, like I have brothers, and if me and my brother get into an argument, and you know, you get back with your brother, you talk to him and everything else. If I marry this woman and claim her as my soulmate, why can't I do the same thing?
Right.
Why it's got to be over just because of an argument? It don't
Right.
have to be over.
Don't never have to be
If
over.
I claim her to be my soulmate, my back, my peace, my my rib, when we get in that argument, come back together.
Exactly.
I don't just want to throw her away. I got to treat her like she's my family now.
right.
You know, we're one.
That's right.
You know, this is the thing that I found out that's hard for men to relate with. Is sometimes we want to have the last word, and sometimes the last word is not
It's
for
not
us.
for us. Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
And like I said, the way I do things is different from any other man because I don't want to have the last word.
Yeah.
Most of the time I just be quiet. The Bible teaches us it's better to listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speak. Don't speak so fast.
Yeah.
Listen.
Slowly
Sometimes you can find out what the problem really is, or what's really going on. Because when you listen, you can understand better.
Yes.
But in other words, I try to listen to her, but she's a
Yeah, that's the thing.
she's a piece of work.
I like to express myself.
She's a
And
piece of work.
it's okay.
She's more an expression type. You know,
It's a good
I'm the
thing.
type of, if I get to a certain point, okay, I feel like I'm on veer to the left,
Yeah,
I shut it down quick.
down.
And she's type of, you got to continue
Yeah.
talking. And I said, no, I can't do that because one of the reason, it's going to lead to something else. I will stay in neutral ground
Yeah.
than to go over. Then
Yeah.
have to know we always going to
Yeah.
butt heads.
Yeah.
And you
that's
know,
right.
it's important on how you fight too and how you
yes.
argue. You
Yes.
know, you have to realize that this is a person that God has given you, and everything that God gives you is good.
Yes.
So, you know, you don't want to be abusive. You don't want to hit below the belt,
Oh, yes.
you know, and say some stuff
Yes,
that
you
only
got-
your
correct.
spouse would have shared with you about some personal stuff that they may have
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring those things back up in a time of anger and argument.
No, you don't.
That's just not good.
Yeah.
So you have to fight clean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
clean and fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and it's hard sometimes. People don't understand. It's hard to do that
It's
because
hard.
when you're angry,
Just
everything
just
comes to
up,
mind.
yeah.
Everything comes to your mind.
But you said something that was key. You said you study her mind.
Mm-hmm.
So you know if there's a problem, there's an issue, or something's wrong. You just, like you said, slow to speak. You said it just right. And quick to hear. That's what you have to do. You can say, okay, let me listen to her. And let me think about it. We was just talking about this.
Yeah, it's just
about waiting before you even to respond. You just listen. Because it could be something that's not even that major. And it's something you can fix real quick.
Because
Yeah.
there's a solution to every problem.
Yes.
I'll tell them that, oh, there's a solution to every
Yes.
problem.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
You said
I'm like,
it right.
It's not that serious.
It's not that
Like,
Yeah.
serious, yeah. That's the way most people got to look at it. It's
Yeah,
not that
it's
serious.
not that serious.
Baby,
You
we
can work it
through
out. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with men, you know, it's very important that women don't bring up the stuff that he shares with you
Right.
because he'll shut down.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because if you say it in the heat of the moment, he's looking like, I thought I could trust her, but you know, I see
Exactly.
it come
Yeah.
in and shut down. Yeah. So we got to be
Exactly.
careful with our words. And like you said, when he, you know, get to the point, it's time to move. You know what I'm saying? Silence ourselves, speak with God. You know what I'm saying? Let Him work it out. You know?
Because sometimes we got to understand that when we speak quick, we just don't understand that we hurt. It's just like a knife cut.
Oh,
we
God,
don't
yes.
understand. And I say this because my wife, she had to learn me on this issue. Sometimes she would tell me, speak, and I would say,
Yeah. I
no,
Yeah.
you know,
I got that.
I won't
Yeah.
speak.
They don't want to say
And the
anything.
reason why I won't
Get it,
speak
say
because
it.
I said, if I say something, see, we don't understand it. What's in our mind, it's going, as they said, what's in the mind, because my mouth will open. So I said, okay. And not to hurt her feelings, I'll just shut down or just be quiet. And she would tell me, did you hear me? And I want to tell her, I'm hearing you, but I'm really not trying to answer
whole
you.
conversation we just had. The last one we just did.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to hear you, but I hear you, but I'm not trying to hear you at one point because don't want to respond too quickly.
Yes.
I'm the type of person I think out things before I open my mouth up. I have to think it out because me in my past, I'm the first one to just open up. I'm gonna let you. If it hit me,
very transparent.
I'm going. It's coming out. So I say, okay, I gotta do something different. This has to be different now. I have to change the way I talk, to change the way I think. So now I weigh it a little bit. I said, Lord, you know what? I need you to help me with this one because I'm at that verge of going back to the old, and that's not where I want to be at.
Yeah.
So. I in my mind, I'm asking God, you got to help me with this. She's new to me, and she really haven't attached herself to the way I think sometimes. So I said, okay, if I don't respond, I'm going to have a problem. If I do respond, there's going to be a bigger problem. So the best thing for me to do, Lord, you got to help me through this. Let me weigh my all. How to respond.
You know what? But you have him at the right time. Because he just said it a long time ago. He probably would have, just jumped at you. But now, when there's an argument, he's like, oh, that's fine. I'll wait and calm down. Come back later. And everything can be calmed down. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
God's time is perfect.
His time, girl. Exactly.
Yeah.
We've been there, done that. And we've been both sides. But that's okay. It's like, but we won. We're still together.
Yes.
And no matter what, we have the victory regardless.
Yes. Now, older we get, like we know the tactics now.
Yeah.
So you got to be wise.
So no matter what he does, it's like,
win.
Exactly. I have a question. It has been said that the divorce rate is high in the church. So what can we do to change this?
Oh, wow. First and foremost, you got to be equally yoked.
Yeah.
And I believe that leaders have to teach and preach on being equally yoked.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that because you got people now that really don't in the relationship now and being as young as they're getting connected now. It's hard for them if they don't have nothing in the forefront to go by. They have to have an example. And we don't have that type of example. Like I came up, I had that type of example. I knew both sides of the coin. So now they only see one side, and then they don't understand. And if leaders don't infiltrate, this is how it needs to be, and this is how you should be. Then the younger generation or this generation now, they just seem to veer away from the true qualities, the true meaning of a relationship or a marriage.
So we need some kind of support in the
Absolutely.
church.
Yeah, absolutely.
So even classes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Workshops.
Yes.
To help them.
Absolutely.
Like you said, when you jump into a marriage, nobody has a diagram or guide of what they're supposed to do or what it's supposed to be like. Like even the talking to one guy, like just his parents was divorced. Single parent. He raised up by his mom. He going through life not knowing how to treat a woman. Responsibilities are because a lot of them don't think they have responsibilities. It's just easy for them to walk out of a marriage like it is a job or a grocery store. Some of them just do that.
And can I be honest? I used to have that mindset.
Yeah.
Because I said, if she get on my last nerve, this is it. It's over.
That's what I'm saying.
But see, in order to have something, you got to fight for something.
Exactly.
And when you have a jewel, I mean, the diamond is in the rough. You have to knock off the coal and all the dirt and to polish it up. That's just the same way in a relationship. You have to sometimes take the good with the bad, and when you look at the vows, that's what it's letting for better or for worse. So sometimes the worst come before the better get there.
Yes.
And people don't want to. Well, I can't go. Why? I mean, you
don't want to put in the work
because you don't want to put in the work. If you put in the work, I mean, you're gonna get a good result. But sometimes we just won't put in the work. Now, I like to put in the work, and I take a lot. And I go through a lot, and I endure a lot because I myself want my relationships to work.
Yeah.
I don't never want nothing to just fall apart. Sometimes I just take the blame and just say, okay, it's my fault. It's my fault. I take the blame. I do it. I have to step back and just get a big overall picture of how we want it.
Yeah.
And when we want that picture, like you said, it's time for to go to work.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Let's go for it.
You have given us so much information. It's like if somebody was close to getting a divorce today, if they can watch this, they'll stop it. Because they'll see, okay, everybody has issues. Everybody has problems.
Yes.
You just got to know. And that's what it's saying earlier. When you have a good thing, you have a good thing. So work for it. No matter how hard it gets, just work for that person. And then think about how much stuff you could accomplish when you won together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you separate, everything falls apart. I remember this one girl I grew up with, and her and her husband got divorced. And in the middle of the divorce, they lost everything. And they had to rebuild. If they just would have stayed together.
Right.
I mean, they lost their homes, they lost all these things. I'm like, but that was the point of the enemy. That's why he came. Kill, steal, and destroy. And that's why he came. And that's what happened. He destroyed everything. So it's better that you guys stay together, no matter who it is. Just stay together. Work through it.
That's right.
I learned one thing. If I never learned anything in my life, is that the same pattern that I used to have work in, I can't work in that same pattern no more.
Oh God, that's
Because
it's not working.
it's things change. I mean, it's nothing new under the sun, but things change, and in that we have to change. And the slogan I use now: when you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
See, that's what I apply to my everyday life now.
Yes, sir.
Now that I know better, I do better.
Yeah.
And I try to tell some of these young men that I come in contact with, when you know better, you got to do better. I mean, you can't stay the same old route. You can't go the same old road. You have to do better. That means sometimes you have to shut up in order to get the understanding. I mean, when two people are sitting there yelling at one another, you don't no one goes nowhere.
Yeah.
So someone has to say, okay, I'm gonna be the better person. I'm just gonna be quiet, calm down, let you go ahead and speak, and then when the proper time comes, I'll voice my opinion.
Exactly.
And that's what I do now. When I know better, I do better.
Yeah.
That's in my relationship. That's in my spiritual walk. When I know better, I do better.
And that's what I tell a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, when they like have problems or anything. I say, well, what are you doing? And he said, tell me what he's doing. I said, well, change that. Whatever you're doing, don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Change that. Yeah, because it's not working.
Not working.
And they consider marriage too. It's a vow. It's not just like you just promising to be with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, you have a girlfriend. I promise you my girlfriend, you my boyfriend, whatever. It's a vow. And vow is something that's very, very serious. And it's like, you know, people want to go hard for their jobs. They want, you know, when you go in for a job, you want to do your very best. You want to get that raise. You want to get that promotion. You go hard for it. Yeah, you do it. You stay late. You come in early. No extra pay. But when it comes to marriage, it's like we just want to throw in the towel. We just want to give up. But marriage is like one of the best things. It's like it's so much better when you do it together.
Yeah. I'm so in love with Kenneth.
Oh.
I don't care what he does. I'm so in love with him. I know he's not gonna mistreat me. I know he's not gonna do nothing crazy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I trust him to do what's right. Because I know that he believes in the Lord, and I know God get him one thing.
That's the key right there. That's the key.
So, and I know that he feels the same way about me.
Yeah.
And
So I'm going to talk directly to the young ladies that are single. Look,
Just
when
talk
you
about
have
it.
you have to seek God for a manly God, for a man that loves the Lord, because a man cannot truly love you if he does not love the Lord first.
Oh.
True.
It's so important.
I'm so glad you said that.
Trust God.
Yeah.
Just remember why it is that you got married in the first place, and then pray. Just pray about everything. Pray before you speak. Pray to ask God what it is that you should say. And if there is a problem, there is a solution to every problem.
Yes.
Just hang on in there. Hang on in there.
Under that is just young people, no matter what, I know they're not Bible oriented like they need to be, but get in the Word.
Get in the Word.
Get in the Word. That word will lead and guide you,
Yes.
and it will not make you stray.
Exactly.
I had to learn it the hard way. Because I had to get in the Word in order to know how to treat a woman.
Yes.
Because everything I had around me was the wrong picture. So now I had to go back to the drawing board from scratch and figure out, okay, this is how.
Yeah.
And she always bring up the Book of Solomon. I said, you got to understand, I've been down this road right here before, so it ain't like it's brand new, but sometimes you can treat people with like they're gold and they still treat you like you're there. But you still have to have that forgiving heart.
Yeah.
You still have to have that mentality of loving a person and saying, okay, if this the right one, and if it's God sent, I got to stick with it.
Yes, sir.
Well, I believe she's God sent.
Amen.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for watching Keeping It Together, Marriage 101.
Till next time.
God bless you.
God bless you.